Oh my god, that vinyl sight. Oh my god. Wow, that's not comfortable at all. That sucked. I'm hurting in places I shouldn't hurt. You on? You are on. Yay! We're recording. I do believe it's time for spark plugs and a general tune-up for the motorcycle. Alright, hello YouTube people. And a special shout out to the fine folk at the college football off-topic area. So hello, it is I, the absent-minded adjunct. We are going to go get Panera. We have ordered it in advance, and you will see what my lunch runs consist of, at least when I go to Panera. Why are we stopping? Alright, this black Jeep clearly has no idea what they're doing or where they're going. And they're just gonna, you know, make it a legal left-hand turn. Well, not even a legal left-hand turn. I mean, you know, they went straight, but that sign still says, no, you can't do that. It's not right. No one cares. It's Charlotte. People do this shit all the time. Dee-ba-dee-ba-dee. Hello, fellow mountaineer person. They had a block A in their car. That has a little Yosef on the back of my helmet. You can't see it because it's on the back, but I promise you it is there. So a lot of people ask me why I got the GoPro, and well, one, they ask, is that a camera? And yes, it is indeed a camera. And two, why do I have one? I tell them that I tape everything, I record everything, except when I forget to charge the GoPro or forget to swap out the SD card and it's full. But other than that, I record all my rides. Unless I'm like going maybe 5 minutes up the road to go get something from a grocery store or something. And that's like part of the reason. The other part of the reason is that it gives me an excuse to talk to myself. But I'm not really talking to myself, I'm talking to you people, but no one watches, so I'm talking to myself without it seeming weird. Well, more weird than it already is. I mean, I'm the first to admit that I do talk to myself. I don't care. It just happens. I talk to myself all the time. If I didn't talk to myself, a lot of times no one would talk to me. Forever alone. Not really. But anyway, I do try to do a little bit of moto vlogging. I'd like to get into doing it a lot more. I'd like to have followers. This is my desperate plea for followers. Please follow me. The problem is, and I hate to say this because I'm so happy that it opened up, but since they opened the new portion of the interstate around here, my commute is not nearly as dramatic and stupid as it used to be. So, like, all the craziness that happened to me during the first 2.5 months of riding rarely happens now because I'm riding along a bypass at 70 with a 70 mile an hour speed limit, flying down the highway with minimal traffic. So I don't have as much time to point out all the crazy shenanigans that happen in Charlotte traffic. Now, that being said, it is, of course, summertime, so school's out. But the kiddos will be going back to school here in, I don't know, a couple weeks. And we'll see what happens from there. I did not engine brake at all. So that may, inject some excitement back in my commute. And it's kind of really boring to do moto vlogs of interstate riding when there's nothing happening. This is just like me going down the far left-hand lane at 70 plus miles an hour, somewhere in that range. We won't discuss that. And there's nothing really to see. There's nothing really going on. It's just me riding in a straight line, almost straight up and down the whole time. So it gets kind of boring. I guess I could do these lunch runs, but I only really go to about 3 places for lunch, and they're all, well, 2 of the 3 are on the same route, so it would be constantly me riding the same way every single day. And look, it's my kiddos. That's where they live, and they take a special bus that brings them to school. We have a chartered bus service that brings the housing students to school. The funny thing is they know I ride, and I know that some of them should recognize me by now, but they still never recognize me when I'm riding. I've never had a single one of them wave at me. It's kind of funny. Rather than just trying to ignore me, it's like, oh my God, it's Mr. Bradley. Shit. I was not going to use my name. Oh well. I've always tried to keep my identity fairly well hidden on the internet, just because I do work in the education field, and I don't talk about my politics with my students, and I don't talk about my politics most of the time when I'm vlogging. That's something I tend to leave out. But and I always have felt that we're actually doing a disservice to students if you teach with any sort of bias. The job of a teacher is to present information in an unbiased way and let the students then make their decision by presenting both sides of the argument. Or when you're representing something that has traditionally only had one side of the argument, bringing the other side forward so that everything can be discussed, and then letting the students decide. That's part of the critical thinking process, is evaluating arguments and making their own decisions. But on the internet, it's a different story, and I do talk about and express my feelings on things in politics and religion and stuff like that. And so I try to keep the two lives separated. But that was a minor slip up because I used my last name. If I could figure out how to work the audio in Premiere Pro, I could probably edit that out, which I may do. I have one of my tutors hanging around today a little bit, and he is a film and photography tutor. See if I can get through here without getting killed. And he's shown me a little bit of what to do and how to do Premiere Pro. So I'm going to see what I can come up with. I bet these people are not going to let me in. It might be just as easy to turn right and go in at the back entrance. Thanks. It's hard to wave back. It's hard to wave back mid-turn, especially with my throttle hand. It was weird. What are you doing? Why are parking lots such an enigma to these people around here? They are just... freaking pickup things are taken. Damn it. One was actually, was it taken up by the delivery truck? That's bullshit. Ah, so annoying. Oh my god. Fuck. U-turn time. If that van takes that spot, I swear to God, lady, you can get in there if you're not horrible at driving. Seriously. I'm glad I decided to turn the GoPro on. Holy shit. Such consternation. Oh my god. How do I parking lot?